Yo, what's up, guys? It's Sid back with episode 2 of our anti-vaping ordinance series, where I walk you guys through how I was able to pass an ordinance in the City of Scottsdale that permanently prohibits the use of vapes and other e-cigarettes. So last episode we talked about how to make connections with community members, whether that's through your school or extended community network, and then leverage those connections to actually make real change. So where we left off is I was introduced to a city council member through my school superintendent. So I walked through the process of how he got to the school superintendent. And now that I met with the city council member, what she was actually able to tell me is she's worked on anti-tobacco or tobacco control legislation in the past. So she was able to put me in contact with organizations that specialize in that work and who have done that sort of legal ordinance writing process before. So the organizations that she put me in contact were the American Cancer Society, American Heart Association, American Lung Association, Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids, and the Blue Sense Network. So, and a couple others, but those I'd say were the main four. If I left any out, I apologize. But those are the main organizations that I was able to sit down with and talk to. So me, along with some of my other friends who are also passionate about this issue through the Scottsdale Youth Substance Abuse Coalition and the Scottsdale Mayor's Youth Council, a couple of my friends and I decided we wanted to, now that we had seen that this idea was legitimately possible and could be done, we were ready, we were motivated. There's a metaphorical fire lit in our hearts. So what we did from there is we voiced our sort of pitch on how we thought this could be implemented, and we asked them for critiques and asked them for help. So we did this to a group meeting of all those different organizations, and one person in particular, I'll shout him out, his name is Brian Hummel. He works for the American Cancer Society. He's the leader for Arizona legal work and policy stuff. So he had experience in the past on passing ordinances of the sort. So he was able to put us in contact with his lawyers and sort of begin the process of actually writing the ordinance. But before you have to do that, and this is something that we wouldn't have known, I mean, as just in high school, I didn't really know how the process of laws being passed worked. We actually had to make a petition. So in today's episode, I'll finish up by talking about the importance of a petition. So essentially, if you want to get a law in to be voted on by the city council, you have to first give them a petition. This petition essentially shows the city council that, hey, people in Scottsdale, citizens in Scottsdale actually care about this issue, right? They want to see reform done to the policy. So what I had to do is demonstrate that to them. So I made a little petition. You can actually do this online. You don't have to get physical signatures anymore. You do it on Google Forms. You make people write down their name, address, email, make sure they're a Scottsdale resident, make sure they're over 18, which is funny because I'm the one making the petition. I'm not over 18, but I can even fill out my own petition, which is funny. So then after the Google form, you can sort of link it to a Google Sheets, right? And then print out that Google Sheets. So me and the Scottsdale Youth Substance Abuse Coalition for say a couple months, we're just doing events, trying to get people to telling them about the ordinance and then getting them to sign up on the petition to be in support of it. So that's what I'll end off this episode. And in the next episode, I'm going to be talking about the city council meeting where we actually presented the petition. I'll hopefully be able to show you guys some footage from that event, and that'll be really fun. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.